Ready?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Morek. I'm the COO for Ciresi Morek. We're an executive recruiting firm based out of the Cleveland, Ohio area. And we haven't done this in a while, but we took March off. The first June, we did a recorded one. So this is the first time we've been live in a while. So thank you for joining us if you are. And really excited to kind of jump back into the fold. We have a lot of great things to talk about today. We have a number of new positions. We've been extremely busy for the last year and a half. We were very busy. Now we've gone extremely busy. I think I mentioned last time we have a couple of new people starting on Monday. So that'll be a little bit of dip as we get them trained up, and then they'll help us help you guys on opportunities and finding positions and doing everything that we do. So excited to make that happen. So today is June 16th. It's Wednesday. Our next broadcast will be July 7th. And we're excited for that one as well. More information will be coming out of that. But we're going to be talking about the new positions we have. There seems to be a lot of positive feedback about the deep dive that we do in the positions that we have. We'll chat about that. We'll congratulate the folks that started this week. And then also wanted to talk about something along the lines of the wage gap, talent gap. But before we get into that, I did want to say congratulations to John. He's the first referral that we've paid out. Really appreciate you making us aware of the candidate that got the position, and we ended up sending him a nice check. So thank you very much again, John. And for everybody else, if you have referrals here, please go to our website. We have a referral section. You can fill that information out, and who knows, maybe if we place the guy that you or gal that you give us, we'll send you a check. So again, John, congratulations and thank you. Now moving on. So interesting topic, and I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but it's something I think that's important. Right now there's been, Ask the Headhunter has been a great source for us. I really like a lot of the articles that they have. There was an article that we found and we posted actually out there from Ethan Karp from Magnet. And it's basically about, wages right now in America, right? And this is a little bit outside of our realm because, if you remember, we do professional staffing. So we source plant managers and people above that. And what we're talking about is kind of a wage gap more on the hourly side. And it was interesting because there's kind of two schools of thought on this. You have one side that's on the position that, hey, the government is paying too much money and they're paying people to not work. And it's just not fair and it's not right because, and then you have the other side that's saying, well, hey, you guys, companies don't pay people a living wage, right? What is a living wage? And it's funny. I have a very good friend of mine. I was on vacation this weekend, long weekend, went up with my brothers, kind of an annual trip we do. And one of the guys is a German national. And we were having this conversation on the way back. And the article that we posted from Magnet that Ethan wrote, the author of the article, talked and used Germany as an example of paying more. But if you haven't had the chance to read it, I would recommend you do. I'm not going to say who's right or who's wrong at this point. I can just tell you firsthand that every one of our clients are manufacturers, and every one of our clients has come back to us and said, hey, do you guys do staffing? Hey, do you guys do hourly? Because we really need help. And the answer is no, we don't. We have a very good customer of ours, Amcor. We just placed a plant manager with them up here in Ohio in Bellevue. And they are hiring right now, actually all of their locations. And this isn't really our audience. This is more along the lines of, if you guys have someone, friends, families, I don't know if you have, kids home from college that are looking for jobs or whatnot, but Amcor is hiring literally across the board. Great company, great long-term, solution. So if you know anybody out there that's looking, you can go to, wait, what side is it? Here we go. Bellevue at amcor.com/careers. And they have some great benefits. They pay very well. And I had another client of ours, Georgia Pacific, part of Koch Industries. They were going to get me some information as well, but I'm sure if you go online, Koch Industries. They have a number of open positions on the hourly side. If you know anybody that's looking for wages, but here's an example. MCOR, if you look at this thing, their lowest starting wage is $17.90 an hour, right? They pay $1 shift premium for night shifts. They have benefits first day of employment, 12-hour shifts. They do the 2-2-3 scheduling pattern, so you get a bunch of 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off kind of thing. But I mean, almost $18 an hour, and it's a very clean environment. I mean, that's not bad at all. That's actually fantastic. Now that I think about it, but again, wage shortage, talent shortage. I don't have the answer to it. It's just interesting though that there are a number of manufacturing jobs that are open right now, and the government has just turned off the additional benefits that people were utilizing. So anyway, interesting read. The article that we had posted, I think we'll put a link up here in a second. Don't forget about the referrals, please. Referral. I'm going to go through the jobs here in a second. If you think of anybody that would be a good fit, please. Because here's a fun fact. I actually read all the emails that come in on our referrals. So I do see it. I do look at it. So if you're sending us something and you're not getting any response, because usually I'll say, hey, thanks for the referral, or I'll say, hey, we already know of John Smith, whatever it is. We try to be completely fair about it. We just had, actually, and this is how fair we are, we just had a referral yesterday for a candidate that was in our database, somebody that we know, okay? And somebody said, hey, there's this guy that I think would be a great fit for this position. And we said, great. And if we do end up placing that person in this position, I will pay the person who gave us the referral fee. So, because he made us aware. It's just a fair thing to do. So if you can think of anybody, please let us know. All right. Now, jumping into what? Hold on a second. Most of you, well, before they do this, because I know you guys are really here for this. So I want to congratulate Dan Brown as a quality manager at Lear Corporation down in Tuscaloosa. Dan, congratulations. Greg Stevens started as a quality director for Lear Tuscaloosa as well. Congrats to both of you. You both started on Monday, and wish you much luck and success in your roles. And I wanted to also congratulate Bob, or we did a lot of quality, I guess. He's a vice president of quality. We just placed. He started on Monday with a client of ours, and the guy was absolutely a class act to work with. Loved getting to know him and meeting him. He's really one of the reasons that I love what I do. I mean, just a great guy to work with, super smart, great integrity, great person. He's just a great human being, and so it was awesome to get to know him. So, Bobber, congrats, and I wish you much luck with where you're going and success. I know they're really excited to get you on the team. So, with that, we will jump into, we have a lot of openings. Again, all of these are going to be listed on our website, CeresiMorek.com/active searches. We'll put the link up here in a second. You can go onto our website homepage, up at the top, right-hand side searches, click on it or hover over it, and then you'll see active searches, and it'll take you right to the positions. Probably best way to do it is if you have a relationship with someone here, and you see a position, probably just copy paste and email them and say, hey, Mark, what about this? If you don't have a relationship with someone here, or you can't remember who you dealt with, each position has a link. You click on it, it sends you right to the person that you need to be in contact with. That person is running the position. So without further ado, we got a couple of new clients in the aerospace industry. It's awesome. Robert Ciresi had a relationship with these guys. We are helping them out. They're down in Mobile, Alabama, looking for a director of HR, and that would be Robert Ciresi. If you have any interest in that, to reach out to them. And the company has been around for over 100 years, very well established, great brand recognition, and looking for somebody who can manage the unions and be a strategic HR partner with him, and be some board work as well. So if you have any interest at level, please reach out to Robert at rceresi at CeresiMorek.com. Next role, same company, same location. They're looking for a corporate purchasing manager Newly created position, more strategic sourcing, as well as some tactical purchasing. Joe Montero from my office would be the guy to reach out to on this. Looking at about a $50 million spend, over 200 suppliers in their network, includes castings, forgings, assemblies, and as well as direct and indirect stuff. So, corporate purchasing person, you've got some strategic background, also some tactical. Reach out to Joe. He would love to chat with you. Another corporate purchasing manager role. This one's in Atlanta, Georgia, client of ours. Pretty cool background on it, not for our client from a standpoint of they had somebody back out in the last minute. We got a great relationship with them, and they know that we are pretty quick on the spot. They called us and said, hey, this person, this was literally last Friday, not like a couple days ago, but the Friday before that, said, hey, this person's supposed to start Monday. We don't have anybody. We've already given them 4 people for a pretty technical role. They ruled a couple people out, to be fair, but I think it goes to show you that we have a very powerful network, and for this role, Joe is going to want somebody who's got a good electronic or technical background. So if you're a corporate strategic sourcing person, you've got electronic or technology commodities, and you are either in Atlanta or would love to get to Atlanta, not a bad place to be, give Joe Montero from my office a call, please. He would love to chat with you. Next 3 positions are same client of ours, near Fort Wayne, Indiana, manufacturer. They're looking for, so these are new positions, which is really cool. Well, 2 of them are new and one's a backfill for promotion. So those are always great reasons to have openings. One of them it's called a director of supply chain. They have a huge campus. And yes, if you guys are familiar with Fort Wayne, Indiana, there's not a lot of stuff out there. But our client is near there. They have a huge campus, has 6 facilities. They are looking for basically someone who can create some synergy between 4 of the facilities on the supply chain side, purchasing materials. So if you have that kind of background, or if you're a sourcing person, supply chain person, ready for the next step for multi-site, the nice thing is they're all basically within a 1 mile square radius or a square mile. So it's multiple sites, but it's really like one big site that works in concert with each other. So if you're in the area or would like to get to the area, please reach out to Joe Montero from my office on this. Again, it's a new position reporting to title VP of Ops. He's basically like the campus director. He's the guy who runs everything there, and looking for somebody who can really synergize the materials management function and optimize help optimize the day-to-day operations side of things. So great role, great visibility. Come and do a great job. They're looking for bench strength as well, so it's kind of a win-win. Next role is at corporate. This is in Elkhart, Indiana. HR manager, basically like an HR business partner, but it's kind of been an overused euphemism. Really looking for somebody that's going to come in and help the VP of HR manage rollout projects and training projects across 8 facilities that are throughout the United States. Most of them are in the area, but most of them are in the eastern half. And so it's a really cool role. Again, this role, they brought somebody in, I think a year ago, groomed them. That person just got promoted. They're looking to backfill. So it's a lot of project work. It exposes you to a number of different areas within HR, which is awesome. Partnering up right with the VP of HR, a lot of executive exposure. So great opportunity for somebody who's up and coming. Probably 5 to 7 years would be ideal. If you know anybody like that, or if you yourself are interested in something like that, Ben Evans from my office would be the person to reach out to and have a conversation with. Ben would love to chat with you. Last opportunity, going back to the Fort Wayne area. This is all northern Indiana, right? You got Elkhart and then Fort Wayne area. That same campus that I described to you, where you have one VP of Ops who runs all 6 facilities. They're looking for a plant manager, but this plant manager is going to run 4 of the 6 plants. So what's cool about this is you actually are getting that multi-site plant experience, but it's a great intermediary step, right? It's so hard. If you're a plant manager, you know this. to go from a single site to a multi-site when you're outside of an organization. And so this gives you that opportunity to do it. If you run a plant, all in all, you're looking at probably 500 people across the 4 facilities and give or take about 500,000 square feet. So, sorry, not that much square feet, about 300,000 square feet, but 500 folks. And it's a lot of metal, machining, forging type operations. And that role would be give Mark Anthony from my office a call. He'd be the one to talk to for it and can hook you up. So hiring manager is, great to deal with, really good guy. And, if you're interested in any of those, please reach out to whomever I said. And if you miss any of this, again, go back to the website, active searches page. They'll be able to hook you up. Next role is a confidential plant manager job in Detroit. Kenneth Pettis from my office would be the person to talk to about that. Really looking for a technical kind of engineering background. This is a huge injection molding and assembly operation, automotive. You're talking about 1 million square feet, almost 1,000 people. This is a huge automotive tier 1 supplier. So if you've done the automotive thing, you've managed a large group of people and a large footprint of a manufacturing plant, please reach out to Kenneth Pettis. He would be the guy to talk to about that and help it out. Next role is also from Kenneth, but this is a controller position up in the Michigan area, specifically Romulus. And Kenneth's guys are looking for about a $200 million plant, about 400 people, give or take. And they make aluminum components, automotive tier 1. So really looking for that controller with that that has the manufacturing experience, actually making stuff. Doesn't have to be metals, but would need to be manufacturing. Really strongly preferred to have that tier 1 experience as well. Next role, still up in the Michigan area, outside Lansing, Michigan. Mark Anthony from my office would be the guy to reach out to and chat with. Well-established long-term customer of ours. They are looking for a succession planning operations manager, basically a number 2 ops person reporting into the plant manager. Smaller facility, about 100 people. They do 24/7 operations. We really prefer corrugated. Doesn't need to be paper corrugated. Could be metal corrugated. Yes, they do metal corrugated. Didn't know that until I started doing corrugated stuff. But very cool plant manager there. Location is really, Lansing, Michigan. Not a Michigan fan personally because I'm from Ohio, so you know that. But Lansing, Michigan is beautiful. If you're into the outdoors, it's far enough away but close enough to cities. So great location, great company, and great opportunity to come into a company and look for somebody that is. And this can be too, like a production supervisor ready for that next step. Would love to talk to you. So, and they really do love military experience as well. So, NCOs or military officers, please reach out to Mark Anthony, have a conversation with him, and he'll hook you up. Next role is back to Kenneth. Kenneth has a customer up in Detroit, Michigan, looking for an experienced corporate HR manager. Again, this is a large 1,000-person facility. They are newly created role, and it's going to help create and manage the whole onboarding experience. And I think this is super progressive. So I'm going to take a quick segue here, right? Was just talking to a candidate of mine I've known for, I think, 12 years. I placed him 10 years ago in a customer of mine that just got acquired. Well, not just got acquired. They got acquired 2 years ago. He's been with them since then. He's been doing a great job with them. And we started talking about the market because he's been so heads down and focused doing what he's been doing. He really hasn't, picked it up in a while. And we started chatting about it. And I said, it's funny because there's such a war on talent right now. There's so many opportunities for people that the candidate experience is part of their decision making, right? Like how the candidate was treated in the interview process is part of the decision to go with a company or not. And here it is. One of our customers is actually creating a role to help with the onboarding process to ensure that people's experience with their organization is positive, and it helps it helps them get the best talent. I think it's brilliant, So nice job, guys. That's awesome. Next role is company of ours that is in Springfield, Missouri. And this is something cool that I love about our relationships we have. So we've been doing a great job with a client of ours that we've gone, with one division, and we've done such a great job. They turned it on us to another division, and then here we're getting a third division. They've asked us to help them with a distribution center. It's a director of supply chain role. It's going to Joe Montero if you're interested. Springfield, Missouri, right, home of the Simpsons. And it's a $350 million distribution arm, right? So this is a distributor of basically, and it's a combination of two distribution divisions. So manufacturing company to, to basically strengthen their distribution, acquire these two companies, and is looking for somebody to synergize them, but also somebody who can kind of bring together on the demand planning. It's kind of an inventory control demand planning role. So it's got 2 DCs, 35 branches, and then the headquarters there in Springfield. Joe Montero would be the guy to have the conversation with. Next role is an opportunity, multi-site. It's going to be basically east side, west side. It is an HR manager. You reach out to Ben Evans, please, on this one. They do injection and blow molding, and it's basically 2 plants, Warren and Elyria, about 100 and just under 150 for both of those facilities. If you know anybody, HR, plant manager type role, multi-site experience, reach out to Ben. He would love to have a conversation with you. Next role we have, this one is going to go to Mark Anthony from my office. It is in Columbus, Ohio, on the east side of Columbus. They are looking for basically a plant manager, about 130 person plant, and it's a pretty big facility, 100,000 square feet of warehouse, 100,000 square feet of manufacturing, and it's not a turnaround per se, but they're really looking for somebody that has a strong technical background, but really knows how to lead the people. It is a replacement. The incumbent left. I think it was a mutual separation. But very cool company, great opportunity to get in with an organization. They are very name brand. You would know who they are, and they're very well known. They're one of the top probably 2 in their field, in their industry. So plant manager role, Columbus, Ohio. Mark Anthony from my office is the guy. We've got a couple other roles that we are coming up on that we are developing as we speak. And honestly, guys, it is changing daily for us. I think right now we have 70 total positions open. If you want to know where those jobs are, it's active. It's ceresimorekcom/active-searches. We'll put it up again here in a second. But great information there. And I think, you'll see, I think we've got 70 positions. If you go to the LinkedIn, we do a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. Don't get me wrong. We've got an opportunity. Hello, Rondell. I thought you'd be joining us tonight. But we've got a lot of positions that are posted on LinkedIn, and it's on LinkedIn there. We just don't have all of them. I think it's like 2/3 of our total positions. So if you're interested in stuff, please reach out. If you know people that are looking that fit the roles we have, please let us know. I can tell you we are getting inundated on a daily basis by people. So just, please be patient with us as we're working through the resumes and trying to get squared away with everybody. I can tell you that from a kind of market right now for manufacturing, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of things going on. So if there's anything you can help us out with, or if there's anything that we can help you out with, please let us know. If there's anything that you can help us with, we would, we always appreciate it. We're not too proud to ask. And, I think we've continued to demonstrate that we work our tails off for our customers and our candidates. And candidly, we always do the right thing. So if there's anything that we can help you out with, let us know. Our next live stream is, I can't even see that, man. I think it's July 7th, we said. And so hopefully you will join us then. And if you have any questions, let me know. Rondell, Columbus, Ohio. Yes, Columbus, Ohio. That's actually my role. I will talk to you. I will call you in 10 minutes. How's that? And we can have a quick discussion about it and then figure out if it's going to be something of interest to you. Just trying to think if there's anything else, guys. I'm still kind of recovering from my vacation. But it was a great time. And if there's any questions, you can also send us over at info@CeresiMorek.com. But everybody, thanks so much for joining us. If you're watching the replay on this, let us know what you think. Feel free to send me, or if you have questions, info@CeresiMorek.com. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and